Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Yeah, we can. Here we go. Got some beer coming up here in just a little bit. Our buddy Kev from Barrel of Monks going to be coming in here. Yeah. We'll be trying some good stuff. A little Witty and Pink. That's what they got going on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Witty
really
and Pink. What's with the flavor profile there? Do we know?
You're going to have to wait to find out, Virginia. A little suspense.
A little play on Pretty in Pink, the movie?
Yeah, maybe it is.
I'm a fan of pink because it usually means fruity.
That's just it.
I'm afraid of pink, too, because it's usually the color lemonade. See what I'm saying?
What?
Never mind.
I don't understand.
That's all right. I'm off today.
I am too. I'm like, I don't feel right.
I don't feel right either, man.
Your workout got you.
It did, yes. I did. Well, I call it the fan bike because that's the easiest thing to explain it with, but it's got like a technical name. People are letting me know it's because it's got a fan for the front wheel, and the harder you pedal, the more resistance you get. If you missed earlier what was on my mind, my new trainer, Mac, put me on that thing yesterday. My old trainer used to do it all the time, and you can drop somebody, I'm not lying, Virginia, in about 8 seconds. If you be at gun it, 8 seconds, you will be like, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah, I think I've used that before, but maybe there's a newfangled one that's like fancy because the one that I used was like, from the 80s.
Yeah, that was it. In fact, I was listening to my trainer talk about it yesterday, and he was saying, yeah, that kind of was it. It was, people started kind of like digging them out and dusting them off and realizing with the interval training that a lot of people were doing, that you really, if you get on it, you gun it. That's basically what it was. So it's interval training. If you're just on there, just
pedaling,
just joyful,
mosey.
Yeah, there's nothing to it.
Okay, but if you push.
Yeah, like I had to get to the 90 RPMs, and I got to 89. I was just looking. I'm like, going, God, please, why can't I get one more RPM in this thing?
Just didn't have it in you.
I did not.
I don't know. Maybe you're just too old and slow.
You got to dig deeper.
Well, I did feel bad because my trainer's 10 years younger than me, and
That's
he's talking about
the
he's talking about how he gets to 100. And I'm like,
well, screw this guy. No, I'm kidding.
Already, this
kidding.
guy. I mean, come on. It's a young.
He's better than I am, man.
Young buck.
Bragging about working out stuff. That's how you lose me. I'm like, motherfucker, I'll be in the corner eating a cake.
Well, I didn't think yeah.
That'd be a great video. Kevin working out in the gym, and you pan over to Jay Bird in the corner eating a cake.
I'm in.
He told me ahead of time, and then after he realized I couldn't even get close to 100, and I was failing at 89, I think he felt bad for me. I felt terrible, and it was sad.
Yeah.
Go easy on the old man.
But have you ever been, when you know someone feels bad for you and they're kind of laying up because you're just a freaking mess? Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it was tough, so that's what was going on.
You look good. Your face looks good.
Yeah, I got home, and 3 hours later, I was still pale. It was crazy.
Well, I mean, you're pale always. I don't know if that's a real good gauge.
Yeah. But my eyes looked even more frightening. I scared myself. It's called an aerodyne, somebody said. That's a technical name for it.
I'm kidding about you're actually not pale anymore. You have a lot of sun to you have color to your skin. Back in the day, you did not.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to give some compliments. And Virginia, I think you look great as well.
Well, thank you, Bird. You look real athletic today.
And you're being a dick.
Angie from Hollywood, she said, I like to listen to you guys when I work because it keeps me through the boring work days. And when I'm all caught up on things KVJ, I go back and listen to old episodes. I was listening to an ATSP from 4/11/16, hilarious episode, by the way. And you mentioned a stoner hotline where people can call and leave a message when they are stoned. And you mentioned that Denny's left the outgoing message. So when you call, it's probably something like, Denny's voice, hey guys, go ahead, rip one, leave a message. So I decided to call just to see what was going on, see if the line was still active. And instead of the sweet stoner sound of Denny's, I was horrified to hear the wicked witch at the quest of telling children to leave a message for Santa in the creepiest witch voice ever. Anyway, I got a kick out of it. The number is 561-616-4638 if anybody's curious and wants nightmares.
This is your time to shine. In fact, I don't even know why you're wearing that dress today. It should be all black. You should have your broom, mean-ass cat by your side.
I pulled out all my decorations last night, so I started all the Halloween yard decorations.
Halloween's my favorite holiday. I love it. My neighbors are putting stuff up. It was windy yesterday.
Yes, it was.
I love me a windy October.
Windy is so perfect when you're out in the yard setting out the pumpkins.
And it's so weird when the weather is cooler and windy like that. I feel like it puts everybody in a better mood across the board.
Yeah. If you love it down here, anybody who grew up north, they know that Halloween is amazing because it's still, you have a light jacket on, it's crisp, but it gets really spooky. It's a lot more cloudy. It gets dark earlier, and I grew up in a town, when I went to college, has the best years of Halloween. We had a huge Halloween bash. They shut down the entire street, bands on both sides of it.
Nice.
There were 24 bars in between.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, like I said, it was a party school. And so when you knew it was Halloween week, it was just like nobody went to class the entire week. It was a whole week of party. It was just absolutely fantastic. So it, quickly became my favorite holiday because of that. And we had some scary, spooky stuff. It's all brick town, colonial-looking school, and we had the old insane asylum on top of the hill overlooking the downtown.
Creepy.
Yeah, and it looked like, like lightning bolt would go behind you. That kind of like, it's fantastic.
Every year I bring up that Dracula poster that we'd always have at our house, and it looked just like John Travolta, and it was a cartoon Dracula, and it was everywhere. I would see it everywhere. And every time I bring it up, you guys are like, what are you talking about? I have no idea. I'm finding that poster. I'm bringing that shit in here.
You need to.
I know, because everyone thinks I'm making it up. There's a It's not really John Travolta. The vampire looks like him, though, and it's the coolest poster.
Okay.
Thought that'd go Hollins.
Kyle had said, you're talking about bands we love who release crap albums. And it's kind of interesting because, I started talking about it because, in fact, yesterday I was wearing my Zach Brown t-shirt. All looking forward to it. There's some really good shows coming up next week, too. You've got Chris Stapleton is going to be at Coral Sky on the 12th, and then Zach Brown's doing the 18th and 19th. And they're kind of like more of that outlaw country, I'd say both of them. They're kind of on the fringes of not your traditional.
We're gonna drive fast and fucking shoot some guns.
Yeah, that's not how they sound at all.
Okay,
yeah.
well, you said outlaws.
Yeah. So they're both going to be coming. But yeah, I was talking about the new song that is Zach Brown Band that he did, and it's called Swayze. I played it for you the other day.
It's rough.
And it's from his solo album. I just don't know what the hell he's doing on this. I was listening to some Zach Brown last night. I'm like, gosh, man, what is this cat doing?
He's just trying something else out. That's all.
I guess.
That's what they do. If you look at all of the artists you've liked growing up, most of them try something new at one point in their career. They get bored. They don't pigeonholed.
And the thing you wonder, too, there was a guy, because I was talking about this, there's a radio board that we're on where everybody kind of like talks about stuff. They're talking about on their show and shares ideas. And there was a country music host, because I posted the thing up about Zach Brown, and I was talking about this topic on there. And he said, I wonder if this has anything to do with Zach Brown going through a midlife crisis. Because in the past couple of years, he fired an entire record label staff he had. He got dropped by another record label. He got involved in an incident at a hotel room party that had a stripper and drugs. Remember that happened here in West Palm?
I do.
Do you remember that? I think it was on Palm Beach. I think it was at the Four Seasons.
Fancy.
Do you remember that? Yeah,
I do
Zach
remember
Brown,
that story.
He did his show here, and then you had strippers and blow.
It's like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yes, it was. And then he got divorced, and now he's releasing crazy music. So could you maybe actually do something on musicians who they obviously went through a midlife crisis and you could hear it in their songs?
I think he's still in it.
You could always come back, though. There are people that have had a shitty album and they come back.
Yeah, I'm confident that he will. This is just, in fact, you probably look at any artist that's been around for 20 years and do they have a flawless resume? It's kind of like actors. To say, okay, did every single movie they do always a massive hit?
There's a few out there.
Who?
I don't want to bring up my boy, but Billy's got a pretty good track record.
Oh, yeah, not having any weird albums or songs.
And it's early.
Yeah.
When he's really trying to make it, and he really wasn't established. But once he got going, he kind of retired going number one.
To get out, yeah. That's it. So, yeah, some of the ones that Kyle said, I totally agree with Jaybird on Weezer. They're one of my favorites in high school with the Blue and Green albums, but they really put out some stinkers since then. I actually like the new Weezer.
I do, too. I'm a newer Weezer fan, so I'm not like your traditional Weezer. It's got to be Pinkerton. It's got to be the Blue album. I like old every album's got a good song on there.
Radiohead used to have outstanding music. And now their latest stuff, and I've never been a huge Radiohead fan. I don't get it. It's like,
I don't either.
All the people I like Creep, and they had High and Dry. Those are the only two songs from Radiohead.
And those are the only songs that people who don't like Radiohead like.
Yes, and then they're always, and they get played on the alternative streaming channel that I listen to, and I can tell, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, every time I look up, I'm like, oh, it's Radiohead.
Radiohead.
Terrible. I mean, it's like, I'm like, are they? What is going on?
Trolling me?
I honestly, I'm like, what is this? It's like out of.
They don't like.
I do not get Radiohead.
They're one of those bands. They don't like playing
terrible.
Creep. They don't like it. They hate their big song.
Yeah, if you want to listen to some unbelievably awful music, listen to the latest Radiohead stuff and be like, Defy to tell me that stuff's good. So there's a few that are out there. So it happens. I think everybody's got them. Let me see here. I believe we can go on ahead and get Kevin here. Talk a little bit about what they got going on with Witty and Pink. Barrel of Monks. Fantastic. If you love the Belgians, they are the fantastic place to go, the best place to go if you want to get that style of beer. Very good stuff. But, as I've kind of gotten into it, I didn't know if I was a Belgian person, but went there, hung out, and I was like, they have so many good different little things that they've done, and they're doing this raspberry wit that they're going to be doing for Breast Cancer Awareness Month here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really cool what they're doing, and they're going to be donating proceeds to Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, which is an arm of the American Cancer Society.
I love it. Witty and Pink.
Yeah.
We know this cat.
Yeah, it's Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. I feel like Spicoli. I know you.
Yeah, man.
What's up, brother?
Come on in.
Hi, guys.
How you been?
I'm really good.
Good. Good to see you, old
Seeing you
friend.
again. Yeah. Love what you're doing, too. I think this is a great cause, and it's really cool that you got something that matches up with it. Now, what exactly is the deal when people come in? Is it the raspberry wit? Is that what they want to order when they come in?
I hope so.
Okay.
So, as you mentioned, as I was walking in, we're partnering with Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, which is a huge charity down here. They actually have little pockets all over different counties of South Florida.
Okay.
And we're working specifically with the Palm Beach chapter. They are the ones that kind of brought this thing to us, and all the sales we're doing throughout the entire state of Florida on all of our package, all of our kegs. We're doing the proceeds, the profits basically are going to Making Strides.
Great.
And then in our tasting room, we will be selling this beer, and we will be donating a portion of those proceeds. We're doing a couple events.
Tell me about your events, because that is one thing I'll tell you with Barrel Monks. I've gone to the tap room a couple times, and by the way, it's an amazing tap room. It's like dark wood. It's a little darker, so chill. Just my kind of place. The design on it is absolutely fantastic that they did. But then about maybe the third time I went to the brewery, you guys were doing an outdoor party where you had some food trucks and you had all kinds of games outside. I'm like, this was really cool. Your outdoor parties are good. Do you have any of those? They're going to be coming up?
Not specifically with this promotion. We actually are doing Thursday night, which is actually tonight when we're recording here. We're doing an event which is basically going to be 2 tacos and a beer and a tour, and it's for $20. $10 goes directly to Making Strides, and we're doing that tonight as kind of a kickoff to the whole thing because we're just starting the month. And then later on this month, in a couple weeks, and unfortunately I don't have the date in my head right now, we're doing a Smash Brothers tournament.
Okay, what is that?
Smash Brothers is a video game tournament. It's basically it's a big thing. It's honestly a little past my video game playing date. If it was a Legend of Zelda tournament, I would crush it.
You crush it, yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you also a Donkey Kong man?
I'm a 8-bit guy. I like the video arcade cabinets. I got my my Nintendo Mini at home. My wife hates the fact that I have it because I'm playing Metroid all the time.
They got some cool, kind of inexpensive video games now, like you'd have back at the theater. You can buy them pretty cheap, like your Centipede and your Pac-Man.
You get the stand-up games.
Yeah.
Things
Virginia
like that.
bought
It's
a vintage
cool.
one, which is more expensive, but now you can get them at Walmart. The Denny's got a couple of them, and they're relatively inexpensive.
And you can get them with multiple games
Yes.
on them too sometimes.
Because there's so little data on there. It's amazing.
Yeah,
I
you're
got
right,
my
yeah.
little Nintendo Mini with 30 games
I know.
on it loaded
Oh,
in there.
wow.
Denny's just bought a mini Sega Genesis,
Yeah.
and it has I think 50 games in this little mini Sega Genesis, and it's got Altered Beast on there. I'm
that's
dorking
cool.
out a little bit. But
Well, you apparently
I'm with you,
want to go to
man.
this event. Yeah, loving it.
But the Smash Brothers tournament, it's basically like a fighting tournament game, and we're going to have a bunch of people up there. We're going to have tons of TVs, and we're going to be raising money through the company that's putting on the event for Making Strides as well. So we're doing
Okay.
2 big fundraisers for Making Strides at the brewery. Plus, we're doing some beer dinners out there in the market. Boca Resort, we're going to do something with them. I've got a couple other things on the West Coast, kind of throughout the state. So this is my focus.
Yeah.
October is crazy. We have something going on every single day. It's basically put everything else on hold. This is something that's really important to us. And we've been doing this for every year. And this year, just like every other year previously, it's just getting bigger and bigger. And I hope that it doesn't stop, you know?
Yeah, that's really cool. That and a lot of great, the best breweries every single year, they are just getting bigger, getting more popular, getting more fans.
You guys were supposed to do a sausage party. Maybe like a couple months ago. That was you, right?
That was us. So we had a really bad rain that came through.
Yes, I remember.
And we had to cancel it.
My sister was in town, and my sister likes sausage. I like sausage. We get down.
ain't nothing but a sausage party.
And we were so sad because we were going to drive down and just eat our faces off. Will you reschedule the sausage party? My family needs to know.
This was supposed to be a summer kind of thing, and we're gonna do something food related in the same kind of vein.
Okay.
But it just kind of we have so many things lined up one after the other
Sure.
that when you throw a monkey wrench in it, all of a sudden we're now working on Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I've got a huge party that I'm going to come up
Doesn't
in
go
December.
as good with sausage.
What are your opinions on Strombolis and calzones? Just on a personal level.
I'm a fan.
Okay.
I
All
like
right.
anything that's in kind of like a pocket of bread.
Oh, okay.
Pocket
yeah.
of bread makes me happy.
Yeah.
I fucking love
Okay.
this guy. Come on.
That's his middle name,
Well,
Pocket
smart.
of Bread.
Pocket of bread.
Yeah.
That's a unique middle
We
name.
like the same video
It's my
games.
fighting name.
This guy's great.
Pocket of Bread.
I love it.
Do you guys want to try what do you
Yes.
think?
Of course.
Yes.
I mean, of course. That's just that's the silliest question I've heard today.
All right, Virginia.
But we'll let one
we
slide,
must
Kev.
serve our queen first. Yes.
Thank you. Bow down, Jester.
So this is a raspberry wit beer.
Jester. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is actually Wizard Wit, which is our flagship beer.
Yeah.
but
Wizard Wit.
but with raspberries. And
Ooh.
we add the raspberry during fermentation, so it's real dry. This is not sweet. Actually has a little bit of tartness to it. It's clean as a whistle.
Yep.
And I don't think it's it's just not fruit juice.
It's delicious.
Right?
Oh, it's great.
It's so wonderful. What's the other wizard, like the fancy wizard beer that you do?
So we do a beer called Super Wizard.
Yes.
We also do a beer called Incredible Wizard.
Incredible Wizard.
We're basically just the Wizard. Just put it that way. We're the Wizard Brewery.
Yeah.
That's kind of where we stake our
The
claim.
flagship, yeah.
I like the Incredible Wizard. That's my
Me too.
favorite.
Thank you.
What was
Thank you.
the one that I got? It was like Sunrise something or other, Tahitian, or I can't remember what it
Sunrise
was. It was you
Tahitian.
did with
Si-
the
single in
IPA.
Havana?
Yes, that's
See,
what it was.
that's the guava single.
Yes, okay, the single, yes.
Yeah, that is the beer that we do for summer. And actually,
Yeah.
we're bringing that probably full time year round
Oh,
starting in
thank you.
2020.
That's fantastic.
That's pretty much a done deal. We're still working on some of the logistics about it,
Mm-hmm.
but that is something that we intend to do in 2020. Shake some of our product line up.
Ooh, that'd be great.
Witty and Pink is only a seasonal. It's only for October and November really.
Do you
Can
remember?
I see the bottle of what you just poured us?
Do you remember the movie Pretty in Pink?
I do remember the movie Pretty in Pink. Would you
What
pass
what,
that
what
down?
was the one guy's name? The friend that liked Molly Ringwald.
Was it Ducky?
This guy's good.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he?
Pocket of Bread.
Yeah.
May I have another?
Of course you can.
Thank you.
I love the bottle. I love the packaging. I love everything about it.
Yeah, it is nice.
Good job.
So the reason why this whole thing came about is I have 3 partners at the brewery, and 2 of them are radiologists. And they work in Boca at the Lynn Cancer Institute. They work at DCA, Diagnostic Centers of America, Matthew Sadie and Bill McPhee. And this was the first year that we started. We wanted to do something. It was really Matt's idea. He named the beer. We came up with a label. It was really rudimentary the first year. And he said, we want to do something in this vein. And it's kind of evolved over time, for sure. But this is something that really kind of hits close to home. And listen, it is not hard to find a reason for breast cancer to hit close to home. We
Sure.
all been,
Yeah.
there's so many people in our family. This is just it's a pervasive thing.
Right.
But the fact that we have this kind of close ties just made sense for us.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing you're doing. Love when you can drink on top of it.
I'm having a great time.
Here's to saving boobies.
Is that
There we go.
Is that your first one?
It's my second, Coach.
Oh, okay.
I'm in a uniform today. I'm ready to play some fucking ball.
yeah, you're in.
Yeah, I'm ready
This
to
guy's
play.
in mid-season form.
They're in little glasses, so he thinks they're shots.
I'm in my prime, despite what the chat room says.
Don't read the comments, pocket of bread.
Actually, the chat room, I always get the chat room and the text messaging. The texting, those are the mean motherfuckers.
I know. When I go in there and I read them on Denny's screen,
Oh.
I sit down and start fighting with them.
They're the meanest. We get some hate. The chat room's usually pretty cool. There's always a couple Johnny come lately. It's the texting. Oh my god.
Yeah.
There's hate on the internet? When did this happen?
Yeah. Well, like Eduardo just sent us a text just to let you know. It says, please stop playing Maroon 5 Girls Like You. You guys are the only radio station that still insists on playing this annoying song. So see, that's
And that's
usually
a
the
light.
tone.
That's a light.
That's
And,
light,
usually
yeah.
it's like Jay Bird, you limp dick motherfucker. You're never getting married. You're dying alone, bitch. Like that's what it's usually like.
And those are from me. I love to text the show.
Yeah, it's fun.
I like
fun
when
thing to
Virginia
say.
goes after people via text because I've gone down that little avenue before. You never win.
I think you do.
Okay.
Oh,
Is there any more left or?
So I've got, not only do I have more of this, I have a bunch of other stuff that I brought.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
this
were
is
kind of
kind of-
wanting to
Okay.
dance around a little bit.
MVP.
Yeah.
MVP.
Talk about what Barrel Monks has here.
I know what I have to bring to the table. For
Yeah.
people to like me, I have to bring beer. That's just the way it works.
No,
Self-aware
that's
man.
not
It's
true.
called manipulation, people.
And it's not
Self-aware
just
man,
you. Yeah. It's really about anybody. Beer is a great gift to keep pouring out. Yeah, you can dig in that magical little cooler over there,
Okay,
Kev.
cool.
Yeah, whatever you got.
Dig.
What else you got over there?
When you dig in.
When you dig, I dig, we dig.
I'm pretty sure, Kevin, you're an IPA fan.
Yes.
Okay.
That's my main, but IPA ales.
So this beer is called 99. It's a Warren Sapp beer.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's-
I know.
yeah.
You're wearing a Gators jersey,
He
so
has
this
no
he's
idea.
a
I get it.
hurricane.
I'm sure he
Can't-
knows who Warren Sapp is. So
Oh
don't
my
worry about
god!
it, yeah.
All day long, dude, fuck UF. This is not a UF jersey. This is from my high school.
Palm Beach
Oh,
Gardens.
okay.
Yeah, Palm Beach. I do
Gotcha,
not like
gotcha.
the
Fuck your high school.
I only like the Gators when they beat them Buckeyes asses 41-14.
That was over a decade ago.
That's the Woody and Pink talking.
Is that what that is? Okay. Yeah.
Shitty and pink.
That's me.
Getting there.
Oh, good pour.
So this beer is called 99. Warren Sapp, who went to the University of Miami, played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, lives in Florida, actually lives relatively close to the brewery, has become a friend of the brewery.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he wanted his own beer. Basically, he wanted a beer to bring to his buddies at the Hall of Fame ceremony and go, hey, I got a beer, guys.
Oh, that's cool.
Was his
And
number 99?
His number was 99.
Okay.
And he, if you look at the bottle, it's his Hall of Fame bust on the
Oh,
bottle.
that's so cool. So he did take that and was like, hey, check this out.
And Warren, he actually has been doing a podcast recently out of our brewery.
Oh, that's so cool.
And so we've been working together a couple years. It's the second year in a row we did this beer. We do not do a lot of hoppy beers. We're a Belgian style brewery.
Yeah.
Malt forward beers, yeast forward
I
beers.
was smelling this. I was like, yeah, smells like it.
But this is the hoppiest thing we've ever done.
Okay.
So this
Whoa.
has tons of aroma and flavor hops.
Holy
I'd
crap.
like to make a little toast to Kevin Squared up in this piece, huh?
Yes.
Two Kevins, one brain.
Slancha.
3 men, 1 breaded pocket.
Did you just spit up, baby?
I'd like to see the 3 of you in a bread pocket sleeping bag.
If you have enough money, I can probably make that work.
Dude, did you happen to get that? Did anybody see what just happened to Jaybird?
He spilled.
He took a drink and it just shot right back out of
I
his
can't
mouth.
imagine why your computer won't work.
I mean, it looked like some kind of fountain. Like, I'm like, what's he?
I don't know. I went too big. This uniform. I'm not in playing shape.
I mean, it's just,
Uniform's giving me
yeah,
false
it's on
confidence.
KVJ TV. I just saw the replay. I was like, yeah, what happened there? It's unbelievable.
I look like a battered down coach.
This is really fantastic. You're right. The aromas on this.
It's so strong.
That's real good.
I
And not
like
too
it.
bitter, 7% alcohol, but all those big aromas, citrus, grassy, herby hops. This is like old world meets new world. This is an old world Belgian blonde ale with some new world hops. We've been developing this for a couple years now. We really wanted to have something that worked well with Belgian yeast. A lot of Belgian beers, when they have a lot of hops in them, they taste like cough syrup.
Yeah.
It's just really unpleasant.
You're right.
So we kind of wanted, it took us a while to come to a conclusion that this works together. The Incredible Wizard's another beer that we've done with some significant dry hopping and some significant hop presence that also, I think, walks that line really well.
I love the Incredible Wizard.
So this is something we're having a fun time doing and just developing new brands. Listen, we're 5 years old and we always want to be kind of pushing the envelope. We don't want to be resting on our laurels too much.
I think Virginia should give a little toast. It's from the fucking heart.
Okay.
Here's to wooden ships. Here's to metal ships. But here's to the best ships, their friendships.
She kind of butchered that.
I butchered it.
My buddy does it so much better. Bigfoot nails that speech.
This wasn't great.
That was bullshit.
You, Kevin, I'm embarrassed. You had to see that. I am so sorry. Shit.
You have food on your shirt.
And
How am I embarrassing?
And you just sprayed beer all
That's
over him.
beer.
No, that was food before you spilled
That's
beer.
beer. I haven't eaten anything today.
He looks like, was it Buttermaker?
Wait, from the Bad News Bears, the drunk alcoholic baseball youth coach.
Congratulations, we got Buttermaker in
I
here.
am Buttermaker. Start yelling at kids when they can't get the ground balls.
It's been 5 years since the last reboot. We could do it again. I mean,
You're
at this
right.
point.
We are today. Yeah. Got new casting.
All right, here we go.
There we go.
Just good times and just Virginia being all witchy.
Put them on the glass.
Now, if you want to go into Barrel of Monks right now in Boca and grab that, do you guys have that available, the 99?
We do. We have plenty of cases, and there's also some beers out there like Total Wine and More.
Okay.
So you can pick this up. This is a 750 bottle. It's bottle conditioned like a champagne. Even though the hops will kind of fade over time, this is a beer that will actually it has some longevity.
And
to it,
she's
let's
in
put it that
Total
way.
Wine.
She's in Total Wine.
What's the PCTE on this thing?
PCTE percentage.
yeah.
Okay, it
that
takes
how
me
you do
about.
it?
I'm on like a 15-second delay.
I get it, man.
The percentage on that is 7%.
Oh, just my game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he already said that.
Well, I don't listen. That's also just my game.
Butterworth.
Buttermaker.
Buttermaker.
Not bad either. Butterworth.
Anything with butter.
Mr. Butterworth. Mr. Butterworth.
Butterworth.
It works as well.
Yeah, you're talking about how Total Wine has got that, and you've also got Miller's Ale House and Tap 42 going to be a part of the Witty and Pink.
Yeah, that's a big thing for us. So Tap 42 has done this with us for the last couple of years, and there's 5 locations in South Florida. They're a great partner of ours.
They're
awesome.
They are. Is
5.
anybody growing as fast as Tap 42?
Maybe
I can
Miller's
think
Ale
of?
House, but like
Yeah, you're right.
there's-
Miller's is growing too.
there's-
Good singers.
There's 57 locations in Florida. Miller's Ale House. I think
Is
they're
there really?
Yes.
They have good food.
I think it's basically Starbucks now. Like you leave a Miller's Ale House, you look across the street.
I
there's
did
another
not
Miller's Ale
know
House.
that.
Yeah.
Miller's is the one that's got the Captain Berry treasure that I love.
I think
right?
so, yeah,
That
yeah.
dessert. Have you ever had that, Kevin?
I have
New
not.
Kevin? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Brother,
Kevin.
New Kevin, we're going to go out. We're going to get a couple pops in us, and we're going to share a Captain's Berry treasure.
Oh yeah, 2 guys, 1 dessert.
There's going to be a little dancing and maybe a little sex.
Virginia, don't make it weird. Don't make this shit
Poor
weird.
guy. I mean,
Don't you ruin my new friendship with New
Kev's
Kevin.
got to come. I wonder how much he has to drink just to get the courage to come in here.
People in the chat room are going, that poor New Kevin.
Yes.
I beer bong 2 or 3 10%ers before I walk in the door.
I was gonna say.
Where's
Ran
this bong at?
Our guy.
I mean, I'm feeling it. Are we going to the track, New Kevin, or what?
New Kevin.
You a Buttermaker?
I'll cancel everything I got today.
Can you imagine him going out with a guy in a baseball uniform?
That's
A
not play.
middle-aged guy in a baseball uniform.
Dirty
It's just on a Thursday.
This is not dirty, motherfucker. It's not. It's got. It might have some
You
frosting.
just spilled beer all over
I
it.
had to throw away some shit today that had some frosting on it, so there might be some frosting.
Frosting, or was it?
If anyone is listening right now, please call the police. That's all I'm saying.
Trust me, you'd know.
That's not frosting.
I'll get out of here. It is frosting.
It's
You would
been
know.
going in our costume closet.
I got to get some more 7%.
The walls are closing in.
Look at that. Look at
He's pouring
he's
beer over
pouring
his
it
computer.
right over his computer.
Right over his.
Very safe.
Do
Very
you see
safe.
how it happens? I like to fly close to the sun, dog.
I couldn't stop watching. This is so fascinating to see.
It's mesmerizing.
So like, there's no way he gets that all in the glass.
Who let him pour?
Yeah.
I
It
think I
was
kind of
so
just took
fascinating.
over. I kind of hijacked it from the new Kevin.
Yeah.
I got plenty of more. That's okay.
And I
You
knew-
do you.
And I knew you did.
Yeah.
To new Kevin.
It's a new Kevin.
To new friends.
Yes.
To life. Carpe diem.
Our coworkers are looking in, and we're just
What's
cheersing.
going on in
That's
there?
you know what?
Looks like a bar in here.
Yeah,
I've got some extra glasses if we want to just turn this into a party.
Yeah, I think
love
we, I
it,
think
brother.
we already have.
I think we do. People are saying, let's take this podcast to 60 mins. 60 mins.
60 minutes. Somebody's going to be crawling out of here.
You and
every
new
day.
Kevin can really get to know each other.
Yeah, you guys just leave.
One beer, two straws.
Keep it running, and then I'll conduct interviews.
We're cousin here. We come by and his face is on the glass. Help.
Help! Guys.
You walk by 2:30 it's still going. I feel like talking today.
Yeah, I hear you. All wound up. 99 is fantastic.
It's
Thank you.
That's
fantastic.
now that might be my new Barrel Monk's favorite.
Very good.
I
That's
can't
amazing.
wait. My sister is like Kevin, and she loves IPAs. I can't wait to send her a 99.
Sister.
Oh, yeah.
We can arrange getting you one. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a real fun beer for us, and it's a seasonal. It's only going to come out once a year. We plan on doing it again next year.
When do
It's
you
a
do
beer-
that? What time of year?
We do it right about the start of football season. So we usually release it in August, and the idea is, preseason's going on, and we get kind of the buzz and the pump up from that.
Okay, new Kevin, you have a plate of chicken fingers. What kind of sauce you use?
I got to go buffalo.
Oh.
Because
Oh,
because
okay.
with buffalo, I
Yeah.
don't feel like a creep for dipping then in another sauce. If I go with like barbecue, I'm probably going like chicken fingers with barbecue sauce. But I can dip those things already in buffalo and then do a second dip. It feels like cheating.
And this is our first fight as friends.
He don't
He
like
did
nothing
I'll leave.
spicy.
I'll leave.
What is the
He's
best?
got toddler tummy. He don't like nothing spicy.
I want my grilled cheese.
He
You
wants
saw he
mac
already
and
spit
cheese.
up. Like a baby.
I don't like things hot. I'm a honey mustard barbecue sauce man.
Oh, I'm a big fan of honey mustard. I can put honey mustard on this table and eat it, but
Yeah.
Let's do this shit.
I cover all the
Yes,
equipment
and
in
like
honey
just-
mustard. Just lick away.
Right away.
and I also brought a bottle of honey mustard, so we got the whole thing covered. And my honey mustard beer. I would not be surprised if there's a honey mustard beer out there somewhere.
I would drink that.
Yeah.
I'll drink that. It could work.
No, it could not. There's no way that works.
Thank you, Kevin.
There's zero chance that works.
Hear me out. The base
no
of it
way.
is a pretzel base with the notes so honey mustard like, so subtle. Pretzel base.
Don't.
Honey mustard notes.
I would,
Oh, so subtle.
I'm coming
It's
to
a-
that as a skeptic.
It's a novelty beer.
Thank you, Virginia.
Hold on. I got another one for you.
I'll be real quick.
He wants to kill the 750.
Don't worry, he's not going to hold you up, Kev. It'll be fine. There you go. Yeah,
He's
you're
ready.
fine now. Pour away.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay. Drink the rest of that. Come on.
Yeah. All right.
Come on, Buttermaker.
That's my Three Fates triple, by the way.
People can't figure out which
this
butter
is
they
a
like.
year-round beer. We always have
Buttermaker,
this one.
Butterworth, or Butterfinger. It's a what's the best one for Jay Burger?
Butterfinger.
Yeah.
So you, Finger Lake.
Okay, Tate. That's your girl.
I know.
You
better
can't
stop her
control
from
it.
drinking.
How many times
She's
since-
about to spill some bad secrets.
How many times since 1999 have you regretted hiring her?
Every day I'm nervous. Every day I'm nervous.
Not every day you want to fire me. Maybe every week.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Not fire. I'm just like, oh, God. Here we
Yeah,
go.
not fired. Just be like, fuck, what have I done?
She's taking us all down. You're right.
She's taking us down.
It's a fun ride, guys.
Yeah.
You're that glasses off me. Okay, you want to give this?
Kev, what are we doing here with this beer?
That's just my Three Fates triple. 9% Golden Strong Ale. This is a classic.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is.
You see their heavy hand. Butterfingers over there pouring the beers, which
Meat knuckles on the pour.
Three
Okay.
Fates triple. Now explain for people who don't understand, because you do the single. There's a double, triple, and then a quad. I know,
Correct.
and I've had the quads are amazingly smooth, but they are higher alcohol. Correct?
Usually around 10, 10.5. That's where mine is. This is at
Okay.
9.
Okay. So what is the difference? Like, what does make a double, triple, quad? What does that mean?
Honestly, no one really knows if you really want to boil it down to the base of it. At some point, they were probably doubling the malt or tripling the malt, but because they're different color beers, it's really now just a style distinction. A brown ale and an amber ale are styles. Triple and quad are styles. There are parameters that you have to follow if you want to win contests and this, that, and the other. A triple should be a golden strong ale around 9%. It should be relatively dry. It should have this kind of flavor profile, yada, yada, yada. But, you know, in the beer world, there are no rules, really. You can call anything you want. I could call this a brown ale. No one's going to arrest me, right?
Really?
So
I did not know that.
We try to keep in these parameters because we respect these styles that have been made by monks since the 17th century or something.
New Kevin, let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Are you good with pairings?
I specialize in pairings.
If I wanted to do a pound cake, what would you pair with a pound cake?
A pound cake?
Milk.
I would do some...
Fat Kevin.
Done.
Fat Kevin, New Kevin. You meet each other.
I would do my Wizard Wit. Because I think a pound cake is a pretty simple kind of flavor profile. We're just talking about sugar, basically.
Sure.
So you add some with some coriander, some orange peel, and then we add a little bit of complexity there. We wash down the sugar. We refresh the palate. I think that would work out really well.
Don't you love how moist pound cake is?
You're making him moist. Easy, New Kevin. You're turning him on too much.
Yeah.
We've got this whole bread thing going on.
Yeah.
This is going to get really weird by the end.
Butter pants in a minute.
Butter pants.
Butter pants.
Just firing it off. And be careful what you say around him now.
I knew I wore 2 pairs of underwear today for a reason.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
Oh, that's got some good notes to it.
Is that the one you're talking? Was that the 9%er he just pounded
This
down?
is a 9%.
Yeah,
Yep.
he just chugged it like it was air.
I'm the pound cake pounder.
Here's to you, Buttermint.
I like butter maker or Butterworth. Those are my two
Buttermaker,
favorite.
Butterwork, okay.
Not Butterfinger?
Did it get really cold in here?
You only have one kidney. You get cold so quick.
It's the first sign of alcohol poisoning.
It's true.
She always shames my one kidney. You fucking kidney shamer.
I'm not shaming. I'm just stating fact.
Just kidding, dog. I'm drunk. I'm just saying shit.
Okay, well, as long as we cleared that up.
I'm making no sense. I get that.
Just gotta get that straight. This is amazing. Now tell me, what is the name of this one and what exactly is the...
3 Fates Triple.
3 Fates Triple.
And this is year-round. You can always get this. You can get this in all the stores you can think of. You go to a store to buy craft beer, you can probably find it there.
Okay.
You always find it on draft in places, at our brewery. This is one of the ones we're most proud of. This is one of the reasons why I left my previous job, working in another craft brewery, a popular craft brewery, and made the jump. I became a partner, obviously. That's another big deal of it. But it was the fact that these guys, my partners, my friends, were making these kind of beers on their back patio.
Yeah.
And it was this triple that they had done 25 different pilot batches of and tried to refine that I drank, and I went, man, if you guys are doing this on a back patio next to a pool in your gym shorts, I think we've got something.
You know what's up.
Yeah.
Well, and there are people, I mean, if you really, it's kind of like if you love the style, like, and I know Jared that's always there at your brewery, and he's one of our KVJ Nationers here. Jared, you love it. I mean, you're just, and I don't know anybody else that's really doing what Barrel of Monks is. So if you fall in love with this Belgian style, there's just nowhere else to go. It's going to be you'll be there every weekend.
So that's an awesome story. You were working someplace else, and then how did you find these partners? Like they came to you?
They were good buddies of mine. These were guys that just kind of hung back in the day, which it's strange to say it was like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But there was a beer wasteland in South Florida.
Yeah.
You could barely get a Dogfish Head to save your life.
Yeah.
And a bunch of us just kind of independently, we're all doing different jobs, all kind of found this little craft beer community. We wandered into X, Y, or Z bar and had, what's that? That looks different. You try it and it just blows your mind. It opens up a whole new world for you. And we all kind of found each other. And we'd hang out, we'd do bottle shares, we'd started home brewing, we'd share our home brews. And these were just like really cool dudes that I used to hang out with. And then eventually they told me, they dropped the bombshell, hey man, we've been trying to open a Belgian brewery now for like 5 years.
Wow.
And we've got the funds to do it, we've got the idea to do it, but we need someone that has some experience. By this time later on, I was a professional head brewer.
Sure.
And they're like, come on board with us. This is going to be the best move you ever make. I think it was. It ended up being a pretty good stop.
That's a great story.
Yeah, I mean the craft beer, even if you're not a craft beer drinker right now, you might want to start. Start with you can go right in and try like in fact, I was kind of like a Hefeweizen or kind of like a wit kind of guy. That's where I started out when I got into the craft beer game. That's a great place to launch into it. And now South Florida's craft beer scene is amazing. I went to Dallas. I was trying all kinds of different craft beer. I got to tell you, and maybe I'm just conditioned, but South Florida is so much better with the craft beer scene that we have here. And there's so many breweries that are open up, and it's fantastic.
I feel like, we're just better than Texas, period.
Well, my favorite beers are all South Florida beers.
Yeah. Texas may be bigger, but we got a bigger heart.
Here's to you, Butterball.
Butterball turkey.
I've been over here trying to think of things that go with butter.
How many more butter things are there?
A lot.
No, that Butterball turkey.
Butter nuts, butter butt.
Butternut. No, now you're just making shit up.
Butterface.
Butterface.
Oh, Butterface.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oral Red and Buck. No.
I can't believe it's not
let's
butter.
wait here. Come on.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Come on, give us one. Come on, hold on. Yeah, give him some room,
I was
Virginia.
going to say Oral Red and Butter, but it's not that.
It can be down.
Give him one. Come on. Give us one.
Come on, give us one.
Of a butter?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Come on. Come on. We're all waiting.
I can't believe it's not butter. I can't believe it's not butter.
The power of suggestion.
Butterbean. The boxer.
There you go. Butterbean.
Nice.
Give you that. Okay.
Yes.
That's because the chat room just said it.
Yeah. Butter tart, you can't take that in butternut. Somebody had said. Okay.
You ever hear a song that goes like this? It really has nothing to do with anything we're talking about, but it goes bubble butt, bubble 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 butt, bubble butt, bubble 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 butt.
Yes. It's a kid's song, I think.
No,
Mags likes it.
That's a kid's song?
I think so.
That's not a kid's song. Bubble butt?
Yeah.
I think that's a dancing song.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely not a kid's song.
I don't know, Buttermaker. You're making me nervous.
The look on your face, Kevin, as he was doing that was my favorite thing so far today.
How do you not know that song? You should know. Bubble butt, bubble 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 butt.
And now there's kids actually looking in the
Are
studio.
there kids here?
How come we know that song? He's singing our Bubble Butt song.
That is not a kid's song.
Look, it's Coach Buttermaker.
Hey, Coach, let's dance.
He's still drunk.
Bubble butt, bubble 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 butt.
Okay. I want to put you on the spot, Kev. What else? Do we have anything else to ride through?
So this is the Grand Cru. We actually tried this when
Yes.
I was with you for the beer fest.
Yep.
And I know how much Jason loves the high gravity beers. So this is 10% alcohol.
Oh,
yeah.
So I made, and you might have tried it that day because you were in the room, and I think I tried to make sure you got a little sample.
Oh,
but I want to
at the-
make
at the
sure.
podcast?
Yeah,
It's a great.
Yeah.
It's dangerous because it is so smooth.
Yeah.
You're just like you need to crack this like you're cracking a bottle of wine and respect it
It's very fancy.
High gravity,
Yeah.
low morals. What?
and
I gotta-
realize what you're getting yourself into here.
I guess
this
I-
is a great beer.
I must put my posh palate on right now then.
Well, this beer is only made once a year.
Yeah.
And the recipe always changes. It's never made the same way twice. It's bottle conditioned like a champagne. It's rich. It's full flavored. Talk about pairing with food. This is a perfect beer to pair with tons of different fare.
Yeah, Kevin's the one who really kind of taught me that and gave me that awareness that, there are some beers like your Wit is pretty standard that you guys do, the Wizard Wit. But a lot of these beers, when you go into craft breweries, every single year, when they come out with a seasonal beer that they do like once a year, a lot of times you're not getting the same beer. And that's why beer enthusiasts love coming out because there's going to be a slight variation because there's so many things. The crop could be different depending upon the weather. There's so many factors that go into the flavor profile that you're going to get on that. So you're going to get something in the same vein, but it's going to be probably slightly different.
The best craft brewers take all that stuff into account, and when they make a beer like Wizard Wit, they try to do the same thing over and over again. You pay your head brewer for consistency. You don't pay him necessarily to be necessarily the most creative and all that stuff. That's
Gotcha.
important too. But anyone can make a great beer. Making the same beer twice is how you pay the bills.
Gotcha.
So-
Okay.
So-
So the consistency is really what you're looking.
But when it comes to a yearly release, a beer like Woody and Pink, when it comes to a beer like 99, when it comes to a Grand Cru, which we actually changed the recipe on, there's definite variation because you're not brewing that beer every day. It's like a chef making a dish once a year.
Right.
You're going to have some slight variances and ingredients, things of that nature. You can't really hone in those things. And that's part...
Beer burp.
That's part of the excitement.
That's
so
right.
many craft
Buttermaker's
beers.
doing the same thing.
Bud, bubble, 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 bud. Hey, so I pulled up the soundtrack to Pretty in Pink.
Yeah, it's on, what is it, Pretty in Pink?
Yeah. Do you remember the big song from Pretty in Pink?
Isn't She Pretty in Pink by the Psychedelic Furs?
No.
Pretty and Pink.
That was the theme song on Pretty in Pink, the movie?
Yep. Okay, what do you
Don't
have?
you forget about me?
That was Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club. But you might be right, Kid, but I thought there was a bigger popular song that came from Pretty in Pink.
There had to be.
What's the song you're talking about?
Okay, I don't know. Okay, yeah.
I thought you were leaning
You
into
brought
this.
this up. I mean,
Bubble Bud. Did you say psychedelic furs?
Yeah, Pretty in Pink.
Yeah, you nailed it. Good job.
isn't she pretty and pink?
I don't remember that. Okay.
What else? What else is on that soundtrack? Anything?
Yeah. You've got Bring On the Dancing, Horses.
What?
That's a dumb song. Bring on the dancing horses.
You know it, though.
I do. It's dumb.
Please, let me get what I want.
Panda likes that song.
Left of Center, Get to Know Ya, Old Soul of Mine, If You Were Here by the Thompson Twins.
If You Were Here was big.
That's
it.
How's it go?
That's the one. If you were here.
Yeah, that's
it's
the
it's
jam.
a cool little song. It's a subtle one from them. Yeah.
I like Thompson Twins.
I do too.
What was the other big one?
They had several. They had Doctor.
Doctor.
Yeah.
Give
Can
me
you
my...
feel me burning?
No, they had another big one that was so good. Hold me now.
Yeah, Hold Me Now.
Oh.
Sorry, we've gone down the, here we go, the rabbit hole of 80s alternative.
I'm just enjoying watching this.
Yeah.
This is great.
And then when in doubt, just go with this. Bubble Bud. Bubble Bud. Bubble
Got the
Bud.
dance down and everything. Every time he does it, more kids come by the studio.
Stop it, because you're making kids appear, and we're drunk, and I feel weird.
Well, blame Kevin. He hired me.
Obviously, we're finding out from this podcast, I'm very questionable when it comes to hires.
You shouldn't be trusted.
I make a lot of bad decisions.
Could I ask you, Kevin, why are you wearing a Lynn University T-shirt?
Oh, shit.
That's a great question. I do that because my daughter went to Lynn University to play softball, and I currently endorse them on the radio station because I love the school and I believe in it.
My wife is a professor there.
no
really?
shit.
She is one of the professors in the counseling department. She teaches master's students in
Oh, that's
counseling at
cool.
Lynn University.
They are fantastic. I'm sure you've been to the new student center that they have, and that makes sense because they've got Barrel of Monks at the bar at the student center.
Yep.
I should have told you. Yeah, you lead me right into it. Now I know why you got Barrel of Monks there. Yeah, you go in there.
Kevin needs a radio show.
He does. You can get Barrel of Monks. It's so cool. They've got like really good food. It's very modern looking. Just go in there and chill out. They've done amazing stuff. Lynn University is popping. They're putting up new dorms, new student center. Their theater there is absolutely amazing. I mean, that's where they had the presidential debate, so it's a great school.
Have you been to Celebration of the Arts?
Yes, all the time.
My wife actually choreographs at least one dance number every year.
Does she
and
really?
actually has performed in a couple of them.
It's their
Because
arts.
she did dance and stuff and
Your
ballet.
wife's a
Fantastic.
dancer?
Yeah, she's a dancer.
Yeah.
Well, new Kevin, guess what? Your new friend's a dancer as well.
We got to get you involved.
I got some moves.
Can you guys play Bubble Butt?
Bubble Bud.
Can you imagine? You have all this artistic stuff, then he comes out in a baseball uniform.
He looks like a weird, like, kind of off puppet when he does it.
I love to see all this interpretive dance, and then you got
Whatever.
Bubble Butt, Bubble Butt. You'd be like, what just happened?
Look up that song. It'll get you moving. Kevin, you got a bubble butt. You got that pumpkin booty.
thank
You
you.
do, Kevin.
Yeah.
Old Kevin has the best butt on the show.
Is that so?
Yeah, well, it's a
I mean,
couple
we
more of
haven't
those
seen
roll.
new
Yeah.
Kevin's
Couple more,
butt.
yeah, couple more beers. We're all going to start comparing. Does this window? Can we retract that?
Oh,
Can we
dude,
make this a
yeah.
little bit?
We're
Yeah.
gonna be pantsless singing Bubble Butt.
Those blinds go down, new Kevin.
New Kevin, my ass is awful. It goes in. It ain't my biggest ass.
We're getting
Yeah.
real here. Yeah.
It ain't the best thing I got going on. Never mind.
I am terrified to ask what the best thing you got going on is.
Balls. He's got great balls.
It's
Great
def-
balls.
They're
Great
huge.
balls of fire.
Great balls.
Is that what women want?
Butter
Huge
balls.
balls?
No, small dick, big balls. No, that's not what women want, new Kevin. The witch set me up. She wanted me to drink and go, I have a small dick. That's what she wanted. And you got it. You happy?
Yeah.
Very.
You finally broken me down. I had to tell the world.
Tiny penis. Elephant balls.
Oh, right. Gosh. Tiny heart.
No heart.
Tiny heart, elephant skin.
Bubble Butt. Bubble Butt.
kidding. You have beautiful skin.
I need Botox.
Oh man. Okay. All right. So here we go. We got a whole. If you got so many great beers to choose from, Barrel of Monks has got them all.
I didn't get the crew.
Pass that one down.
Oh, yeah. Virginia. I got to get this.
Give me that.
Yeah, I get it.
Like I said, that's a deceiving one. It's
Don't.
so smooth. It's what I think is amazing that a lot of times when I get a higher alcohol beer, you know it. You can feel it, and it's almost got just. It feels like gas is coming off of it. To me, with Barrel of Monks, your higher alcohol volume beers, like I don't get that same, and it is deceiving. Like, and you probably should ask because you can get a 10%er, and you'd have no idea. You'd be like, this might be a 5%er.
I know you run in beer circles. I know you guys, you've had to do some beers with Due South and stuff like that. Obviously, you know your stuff in craft beer. The nicest thing you can ever say to a brewer, nicest thing you ever say to a brewer is you hid the alcohol well. Because that's very technical. You have to have healthy yeast. You have to organize your recipe properly. You have to get good attenuation. These are all words that don't really matter. But so you walk up to a brewer and say, "Man, you hid the alcohol really well," he'll get a little smile and pat you on the back.
Good. Okay. Well, there you go. That is a great compliment and / warning, but it's good stuff. Just know what you're drinking when you go in.
Am I wrong about this? Like the highest compliment you can give a chef is chef.
What? Start again.
Sorry.
Rewind. Bubble butt. Bubble butt.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Sharon.
The best compliment you could do a chef.
What?
Take 3.
One more.
I'm trying, man. Bubble butt. The best compliment you can give to a chef is that, hey, I don't need ketchup.
What?
I don't need ketchup on this. Never mind. New Kevin, I'm sorry you have to see me like this. I'm embarrassed.
Give it 3 minutes. He's going to be crying in 3 minutes.
First, he's going to hug you and tell you he loves you.
Yeah, I got to tell you something, man. I've been going through something.
Fuck you, Kevin. I got a new Kevin in town. I don't need you.
His head's going to be on your shoulder. Like, how do I get out of here?
People want to know.
It's going to be all right.
People want to know, how many beers have Jaybird had?
I don't know. That's the question of the day.
I don't know.
More than 12.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
You are out of. You're terrible at math.
No, I'm not.
You are terrible
I'm
at math.
not terrible at beer counting.
She's got a point.
That Grand Cru, it's very wine-like.
It's classy.
It drinks like a wine with a little head.
It's classy.
Wow.
It's a red ale, so Imperial Red, 10% as we talked about many times, but it's rich, it's chewy. You've got like hints of strawberry and caramel malts, all these really interesting things. And that beer will age 5 years. It will develop complexity over time.
Really?
Wow.
And be really, really interesting as it kind of ages and
How
changes.
do you store that? Do you store it on its side or straight up and down?
It's a really good question. If you've got a cork in a bottle, in a beer bottle, treat it just like a wine bottle, store it on its side.
Okay.
If you've got just a cap, always store it vertical.
Okay.
Because caps are not perfect. They're little tiny
imperfections in the metal.
And the beer will seep out over time.
Gotcha.
So you can rust the cap. And that's not good for the beer.
You clearly are a man who knows what you're talking about.
I know a few things.
Answer me this. Why does wine make me so horny?
And do you want to go get some wine after this?
Come on. Don't make this weird. I'm asking a fucking serious question.
I have a serious question back. Does wine make you more horny than other things?
It does.
Does it?
It does make me very horny. Like I'm like, I turn into a lover. Ooh, I want to cook. I want to dance.
What do you cook? What's your signature dish?
Oh, hummus pizza, baby. All day long. Hummus pizza. You can laugh all you want, Ralston. Yeah. It is fucking good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I made it one time back at Wild 95.5.
Kevin, we've had it. New Kevin, it's not that good.
New Kevin, don't listen to her. She's a fucking witch, and she is doing a mystical thing on you right now.
Okay. I'd like to see your wizard against the witch. Can we get a pairing?
We can do a be for that.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. The wizard versus the witch.
I may or may not have a wizard costume.
I do.
I have like 3 witch costumes.
3?
Yeah.
Every wizard
Wear
costume
one
you
every
have,
day.
I have 2. I have a lot of wizard costumes. Yes, I do. Several wizard costumes.
We need to have Wizard Day, Wizard Witch Day. It's going to be Halloween. Yeah.
So into this.
Let's just schedule this now. Come on. Let's put on a calendar.
I'll take her to the closet. The costume closet.
I'll take her to the closet.
Bottle of wine.
I'll take her to the closet and fuck him senseless.
No, it's a wizard closet.
I knew this was going to be an interesting day. I knew it when I woke up.
Yeah.
Interesting day.
Over here's my wand.
Dog, it's your fault. You're bringing all this great alcohol. You're making motherfuckers go bubble bub, bubble 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 bub.
I'm going home a changed man.
You'd be like,
What
one
is
of your
that
partners.
change exactly?
I'm not sure yet,
We don't know.
but my wife is going to be very interested.
Why were you going to a closet with Jaybird?
Could be the big change. So go in and try Barrel of Monks. So many good beers for you to try out. Now, you go in, the Raspberry Wit's the one to get. It's going to be for making strides against breast cancer. Miller's Ale House, Tap 42, Total Wine, all partners in this. So you can go and still do the same thing. But go in there, get the tour. It's really fascinating. I love to learn. And every time I talk to Kevin, I learn something new about aging beers, because I know some places, and tell me which beer, because you talk about yours, it'll age better over time, certain ones, and other people will say you need to drink that in like 6 weeks. What is the difference between one and the other? Is it one that has maybe more hops you need to drink faster?
That definitely is the case, because hops kind of die. Like the aroma and the flavor goes away pretty quickly, relatively quickly. And most beers, listen, go into a store, throw a rock. Don't do that. But, metaphorically. Yeah. And whatever you hit, drink that beer like now, because most beer is made to be drank very quickly. Most wine, by the way, is made to be drank very young.
Huh.
But there are exceptions to that rule. Imperial stouts, imperial red ales, quads, triples. There are certain styles that higher in ABV, bigger, richer beers. Yeah. They can age. And also when you bottle condition like we do with so many of our beers, and you've got that live yeast in the bottle scrubbing out that oxygen, it makes it age well too. Okay. So we just, because the nature of our business, as you said, we're a Belgian style brewery, we make a lot of those. Yeah. A lot more than most people would. Yeah. And so we have a lot of options there. You have a vintage bottle list at our brewery. You can come in and buy a 3-4 year old bottle of triple right now if you wanted to.
Such knowledge.
I know.
Are you allowed to ship these beers around the country?
No.
Question.
Florida has laws prohibiting that. Now, we do have some out-of-state distributors, and we sell to some places like Tavour, which does distribution all over the country. Okay. So, for instance, we sent them this beer that you guys are all drinking. The Grand Cru. And and they sent that to New York and some other places, and they make it available online.
Thank you for answering that question, but I think we all know in the circle here that's kind of a dumb question, right? It's kind of
no, asshole. I want to send some to my sister.
Oh,
because I know she would like that beer, that 99.
Yes, sister.
Well, listen, what the post office doesn't know is not going to hurt them, so you just have to do it.
Yeah, I've done that, and it makes it. It's there, but I feel like, do they have like any kind of scanner where along the way it could get flagged?
I don't know who's listening. I'm guessing there's someone of some serious authority.
And by the way, my dad is a U.S. postmaster.
All right. Barrel of Monks has never sent any beer anywhere else. But if they had, many, many times, they would not be worried about it.
I know some guys I play ball with.
Interesting. I'm feeling you, new Kevin.
I know some guys I used to play ball with. I don't know if you guys knew I played ball.
I know you like to play with guys' balls.
They sent weed through the mail. I'm like, that's such a ballsy move. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
New Kevin, you don't condone that.
I mean, who does it harm?
He's doing a deep dive.
Yeah, who does it harm?
New Kevin's loose. He don't care.
I fucking love this guy. I don't think I'm ever getting married, but if I do, you are getting invited in the wedding party.
You're the bride.
The bride.
You are getting invited.
We're getting married in a closet.
That's right.
Our costume closet.
Yeah.
Thank you for specifying.
Yeah.
I'm just having a great time. I don't want this to end. I feel like Kevin's about to hit the button.
Well, I was just letting you know, I was looking through some of the texts. One of our Spanish-speaking listeners up in the Pizzle said he and his wife, he said, thank you very much for this conversation. We're going to be coming to Barrel of Monks this weekend.
Nice.
So down,
moving needles.
Happy to hear it.
I love that. I really love when people get to explore new things they found out about from us. That's fun.
The last time I came on the podcast, I was doing a Total Wine tasting in Wellington, and I was leaving the tasting, and this gentleman saw my shirt and goes, Barrel of Monks, I heard about your single in Havana on KVJ, and I was coming into Total Wine to pick it up.
Aww.
How cool is that?
That's what we call the universe doing a little thing.
It was pretty great. It was a cool thing.
What do we call it?
Full butter circle.
That is just the universe doing a little old thing.
Okay. What about that was all about? Okay.
Are we singing?
What do you want to sing?
New Kevin, what's your favorite song? What are you into these days?
what am I into these days? My musical love stopped at like 2002.
That's okay.
We get it.
So to me, it's like Radiohead, The Shins.
Radiohead. Kevin hates Radiohead.
No, people blasted me. In fact, when because I started this whole thing going off, I'm like, there's 2 Radiohead songs that I love, and somebody's like, and I'm like, because I listen to streaming alternative, that's my favorite style of music. And I'm like, every time a song, I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm like, it's Radiohead. And somebody's like, no way, Radiohead now is even better, phenomenal music. So that's just, I don't see often.
So you don't like Creep?
I'm not a huge Creep fan.
Really?
How about High and Dry?
High and Dry I like.
Okay.
I like
You
some.
like.
I mean, In Rainbows is one of my favorite albums of all time. I can
Okay.
listen to that at whenever. Anything from the Shins I can listen to. I'm also a big
Shins
fan.
is
Shins, I
good.
like the
Love the
Shins.
Shins.
I love the
No
Shins.
shit.
I
You
ain't
like
with you on the
song
Shins.
Australia? You ever hear that song?
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Fucking jam.
I also
It is.
I grew up on Springsteen, so I'm a huge Springsteen fan.
Okay.
And I mean that's like the soundtrack to my childhood.
Yeah.
But then I also I'm Steve
Denny's
Earle, Bob
loves
Dylan.
Born to
you know.
Run.
Yeah.
Denny's likes Bruce Springsteen too.
He does. Yeah.
Well, that animal that we're doing Animal or Denny's today, and I think he
Oh, that's
was he an
right.
owl or
Born to Run.
There's a cave walrus.
Yeah, a walrus,
Yeah.
and he sounded like Bruce Springsteen taking a dump.
Always wanted to hear that.
And I can't play it here, but if you want to hear Bubble Butt, it's Major Lazer with Tyga and Bruno Mars.
Bubble butt.
So that's a real thing.
Oh no, it's
Yeah.
a real.
I thought it
song.
was a fever dream.
Yeah, no, and somebody
No.
said,
Real.
said it's terrible. Yeah, I can't play it because of copyright stuff, but yeah.
But it's a jam. It's a jam as far as if you know what you're getting yourself into. You're like, okay, I'm just gonna shake my bubble butt. I'm gonna shake that shit. That's what that kind of song is. It's a shake a shit kind of song.
Okay. All right, there
like
you go.
like a face down, ass up.
That's the way we like to. Put your face down and your ass up. Face down and your ass up, girl.
Face down, ass up.
That's the way we like to fuck.
Hey, look, the kids are back. That's great. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Okay, we went an hour for you. There you go.
Oh,
Nice. All right. We did that. Kev, thank you for coming in and putting up with all of
Thank
our
you. Thank you for having me.
nonsense. Love having you in here.
You
Go
are
check out
awesome,
Barrel
man.
Lunch and support them with Witty and Pink here for breast cancer. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.